I wish I could wear something like that. I wish I could put these kind of clothes on or wear this or go here or do. Who was telling you that you can't? Who was telling you all these things? Welcome back to my channel. Now, if you're new here, my name is Michelle, and I post a lot of self-confidence, self-love, fashion, beauty, content, all the good stuff. So make sure y'all go down in the description box and follow me on my social links. But today, we are going to talk about how to boost your self-confidence. The girls, we've been going through it lately. There's been so much happening. There's been so much loss this year. There's been so much happening in the media recently, politics. I mean, I feel like this last part of the year is really just our chance to take care of ourselves, revitalize ourselves, get ourselves ready for 2025, put all of this energy and focus it on ourselves and growing ourselves. I'm gonna give you a couple of tips about how to boost your self-confidence, just based on how I've boosted my own confidence and how I've learned about confidence. I'll get my face together and do a cute little makeup look. So go ahead and grab a drink, grab a snack, and let's have a little girl chat. So if you want to boost your confidence on yourself, the first thing you need to do is start accepting your imperfections and accepting any mistakes you make. We are so hard on ourselves, women especially, black women especially, are so hard on ourselves because of the things that society expects of us that like we don't even allow ourselves to make mistakes in peace. And it's crazy because if you think about it, how many times have you consoled somebody else for making a mistake? Like how many times have you boosted somebody else, encouraged them to accept their own imperfections, but you won't accept the imperfections in yourself? Like that type of mindset will have an effect on you. If you keep telling yourself like when you make a mistake, oh my gosh, I'm just the worst. Oh my gosh, how am I going to come back from this? Like that's going to affect the way that you think about yourself long term. And if you keep repeating that cycle, eventually you can start to believe all of the stuff that you're saying in the moment. The next time you make a mistake, I want you to think to yourself, how would I console a friend about this? How would I, if my best friend came to me and said they made this same mistake, what would I say to them? If they were talking to themselves how I'm talking to myself right now, what would I say to them? You would probably be going off on them if your friend was talking about herself the way that you talk about yourself. Watch how you talk to other people about you and watch how you talk to yourself about you. Now, all that being said, another piece of that is making sure that you are accountable when you make mistakes that hurt people. Take ownership of yourself, take responsibility of yourself, and be able to apologize when you make mistakes that hurt people. That's what bad bitches do. Like they take accountability for themselves. You start to knock your ego down a little bit, you start to gain more confidence in yourself, and you won't be on defense mode all the time when someone confronts you about something. You'll feel like you'll be able to stand more in your power and really hear and really listen and then grow. And when you're able to do that, you become a better person. And when you become a better person, you become a more confident person. Now, this one is mainly for my girlies who work from home like me and you just don't have no reason to get dressed all the time. We need to get up and get dressed at least 3 times a week. And that doesn't mean you have to get up and do like a full B. I'm not saying that. But getting up and actually putting on real clothes before you get on your meeting. Get out the bed, giving yourself time to get dressed, taking a shower, brushing your teeth, putting concealer on, putting some foundation on, whatever you want to do, whatever makes you feel good, but actually putting the time in to get ready. That being said, even if you don't have nowhere to go, it's okay to put clothes on and just walk around the house and be cute. That's going to make you feel better. That's going to make you feel good. And when you put that time in, you'll be able to identify what your signature look is, what kind of makeup style do you like, what kind of clothes do you like. You have to put that time in yourself. Do your best to make an effort to put yourself together, even if you're at home, at least a couple times a week. The next thing you're going to do to boost your self-confidence is you're going to give your negative self-talk 5 minutes, okay? 5 minutes, Bookie. That's all we give on negative self-talk. Y'all, and by y'all, I mean myself too, be giving a negative self-talk way too much time to shine in our brains. We got other stuff to do, other things to think about. And just because you think it or you feel it in that moment, that don't mean that it's true. Earlier, I was talking about making mistakes and imperfections, stuff like that. When you make a mistake and you get in that mode of just like, dang, oh, I'm just the worst. Oh my God, everybody hates me. I can't believe I said that. I can't believe I did that. Which these things probably nobody really cares about besides you. You need to identify when that starts happening, when you starting to hear that voice saying that to you, and be like, okay, girl, you got 5 minutes. Even if you had to literally set a timer for you to soak in your bed with the covers pulled up to say how much of the worst that you are. 5 minutes, okay? That's it. That's all you're giving yourself. And when that timer goes off, you need to move on. Go do something. Go get some water. Get up. Go get dressed. Go put some clothes on. Go hang out with your friends. Go watch your favorite movie. Whatever it is you need to do to move yourself out of that energy, because we can't sit and stay in that for too long. Like I said earlier, when you let that stuff kind of marinate in your system for a long time, it will start to become your truth. It will start to become facts for you. Even if reality is not true. It's not true that you're the worst. It's not true that everybody hates you. But if you let that stuff sit in you, you will really start to believe that. And you start to operate in that energy all the time. So 5 minutes, girl, okay? We're giving ourselves 5 minutes for negative self-talk. And that's it. After that, we're moving on. Look, I'm so focused on talking to y'all. I did my concealer before I did my eyeshadow, which never happens. But whatever. Today is about the message. We having a little girl chat right now, so it's fine. The next way you're going to boost your self-confidence, which is something that everybody knows, but they don't really put into practice, is setting them boundaries. It's time. I know you've been hearing about boundaries. You've been reading about it in all them books you got on your bookshelf. You've been talking to your friends about boundaries at girls' nights. But are you really putting boundaries into practice? Are you really comfortable with telling people no? Are you comfortable going home after you told somebody no and you realize they might be mad at you? I'm telling you, the better you get at setting boundaries for yourself, for your own mental, physical, emotional, spiritual well-being, the more confident you're going to be in yourself. And for the recovering people pleasers that's still kind of practicing this, it's okay to tell somebody if you don't know. Let's say somebody invite you somewhere, right? And you don't know 100% that you want to go or not. Tell them you'll get back to them. Say, I'm not sure if I'll be able to swing that. I'm not sure if I'll be able to accommodate you, whatever the request is, and say, I'll get back to you by this date. If you're not sure how to answer a request in a moment, just give it time. Give yourself a few minutes. We get sucked into things because we try to answer too quickly. People are in our face like, hey girl, can you do this for me? And you're just like, oh, you kind of get stuck. It's okay to say, let me think about that. I'll get back to you. Or if you know the answer is no, just say no at the time. I promise you, you setting a boundary with somebody, whether it's something small as saying no to something or something big as approaching somebody about how they made you feel and telling them how you want to be treated, they're going to be okay afterwards. They're going to be fine. It's going to be okay. It's not going to be the end of the world whether they get upset. It's possible the person that you're relaying the message to has made you upset. And they're going to be all right. And they're going to move through the emotions and get past it just like you do all the time. But the alternative to not having strong boundaries is you find yourself just doing a bunch of things and saying yes to things, taking behaviors and treatment that you don't want and that you don't like. And the only person who has to live with that disappointment and that frustration when you get home is you. You're going to be in those thoughts with yourself, remembering, dang, I wish I would have said no. Dang, why I let her talk to me like that? Dang, why I let him say that to me? Dang, why didn't I just tell him I don't like when he talks to me like that? Why didn't I just tell him I don't like when he treats me like that? Or I need this, or I need that. You're the only person that has to sit around and live with that. So it's like, do you want to have short-term uncomfortability or long-term uncomfortability? That's basically what you're deciding. And since you clicked on this video, I'm assuming that you'd rather have short-term uncomfortability than long-term. So go ahead and set them boundaries now. And when you set those boundaries, you'll start to trust yourself, you start to believe in yourself, and therefore you start to be more comfortable in yourself. Which leads me to my next point. Don't depend on other people's belief in you. Depend on your own belief in you. Yes, it's great and it's helpful when your family members and your friends believe in you. Maybe they do believe in you and they haven't communicated it recently, but you have to make sure you believe in yourself. It doesn't even matter if nobody else sees it for you, if nobody else believes in the vision. It's more important that you believe in the vision. It's more important that you believe in what you see. It's like a big dream you have, right? Start making your small dreams come true. So for example, if you wake up and you like, dang, I really wish I had a nice big breakfast today. Get up and make yourself a big breakfast. Okay, that's something so tiny, I know. But when you start to do those little things over time and start making small things happen for yourself, eventually you're going to be able to make big things happen for yourself. And you'll start to believe that you can do it on your own because you can. If you really want to go try a new restaurant and all your friends and family is busy today, girl, go try that restaurant. Some of y'all be dependent on people way too much. You need everybody to boost your head up or tell you to do this or tell you to do that. And that's just not a way to live, honey. You're going to have to start doing stuff on your own. You got to start believing in yourself. Start making your own wishes come true, your own thoughts come true. It's okay to hold your own hand sometimes and just get it done yourself. You don't need everybody all the time. Once you start implementing these steps and start to gain more confidence in yourself, it'll allow you to feel more comfortable doing things on your own. It'll allow you to be more comfortable believing in yourself. It'll allow you to be more comfortable making moves without 10 million people's approval first. And you'll be able to navigate life a lot faster that way. Now, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with pitching ideas to people, seeing what they think. Of course, you should definitely do that. But what I'm saying is you shouldn't need that validation all the time from other people. You need to start really focusing and honing in on ways to validate yourself, ways to start believing in yourself, ways to make yourself feel good. So that way you're not dependent on other people's belief in you. I'll be hearing the girlies don't really wear black eyeliner anymore, but I'm gonna put a little on the outer corner every time. Okay, so the next thought I have about boosting your confidence is y'all need to stop being so afraid to try new things. If you see a makeup look that you like, if you see a hairstyle that you like, if you see an outfit you want to try to put together or try to recreate, go ahead and do it, girl. Don't let nobody stop you. Don't let yourself stop. Don't let those thoughts stop you saying like, oh, I can't do it. In my comments, other people's comments like, oh, I wish I could do that look, or I wish I could try to make up like that, or I wish I could wear something like that. I wish I could put these kind of clothes on or wear this or go here or do. Who is telling you that you can't? Who is telling you all these things? You have the power to do what you want. Try that new makeup look. Try that new outfit. Those small changes like that will help you get more confident in yourself. And know that if you ever want to make a change in your life, you can do it. It's probably one of the most important things about having confidence. One, if you want to fix something, if you want to change something, if you want to upgrade yourself, you have the power to do it. Don't let nothing or nobody stop you, including your own thoughts. Plus, there's so many tutorials out there. There's so many how-tos out there. Step 1, step 2, step 3. You can literally find out any piece of information that you want on the internet about how to do something, about how to change something about yourself, about how to upgrade something about yourself. You can do whatever you want. So yeah, girl, I hope you enjoyed this chat. Hope you leave this video feeling more confident, feeling more empowered, and ready to take these steps. This last part of the year, it's all about you. Leave a note in the comments telling me how you feel about these tips, how you're going to implement some of them. And as we all look to turn inward towards the end of the year and make sure we're the best version of ourselves, let us know how we can help each other. How can I help you? How can I support you into building your most confident self, ready for 2025? Okay, it's already here. It's already upon us. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you guys share this video with any of your friends and family who need this. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And let me know if there's other topics that I should bring to the girl chat. But in the meantime, girl, you got this. Bye.